close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you are walking down a quiet street. The air smells of rain and fresh earth. And then, just beyond an old wooden gate, you see something beautiful, something that no one else seems to notice. Today's story is about a girl named Ellie, who discovered a hidden garden, and how that garden changed everything. Settle in, get comfortable, and let's begin. Ellie was 12 years old, and she had a habit. Every afternoon, after school, she would take a different route home. Not because she was lost, but because she was curious. One gray Tuesday in October, she turned down a lane she had never noticed before. It was narrow, with tall brick walls on both sides, and the cobblestones were damp from the morning rain. At the end of the lane, there was a wooden gate. It was old, the paint was peeling, and there was a rusted iron lock. But the gate was open, just slightly. Ellie hesitated. Then she pushed the gate gently. It creaked, and there it was. A garden. A hidden garden. It was completely overgrown, yes. Vines climbed the stone walls. Wildflowers pushed up through the cracks in the path. Ivy covered an old wooden bench in the corner. Roses, once red, now faded to a pale, delicate pink, still bloomed in clusters. Ellie stepped inside. The noise of the city, the cars, the people, the school bell still ringing in her ears, all of it disappeared. Here, there was only the sound of wind moving through the leaves. She wandered slowly, touching petals, reading the names on small stone markers she found among the flowers. Lavender, Sweet William, Forget-me-not. She sat on the old bench. It wobbled a little but held, and she thought, who made this garden? Who planted these flowers? And why had everyone forgotten about it? She came back the next day, and the day after that. She began bringing small things, a watering can, some seeds she bought with her pocket money, a little trowel to turn the earth. Week by week, quietly, patiently, Ellie began to bring the garden back to life. She didn't tell anyone. It felt like her secret, something gentle and precious that she wanted to protect. Then one afternoon, in November, she arrived to find an old woman sitting on the bench. Ellie stopped. Her heart beat quickly, but the woman simply smiled and said, in a soft, unhurried voice, "I was wondering when someone would find this place." Her name was Margaret, and she had planted this garden 60 years ago. They sat together for a long time. Margaret told Ellie the names of every flower, the stories behind them, gifts from people she had loved, seeds brought back from travels, plants that had survived 3 winters and still came back every spring. "Gardens remember," said Margaret quietly, "even when people forget." Ellie listened to every word. When it was time to go home, Ellie stood up and asked, "Can I come back?" Margaret smiled again. "I was rather hoping you would." Let's pause for just a moment. Think about these questions. Why did Ellie take different routes home every day? What did she begin to bring to the garden? And who did she meet on the bench one afternoon? Take a moment to think, or perhaps write your answers in the comments below. I would love to read them. If this story brought you a little calm today, I think you'll love what's coming next. If you haven't already, subscribe so you never miss one. And if you enjoyed today's story, give it a like. It truly helps this channel grow. Until next time, take care of yourself, and perhaps take a different route home today. You never know what you might discover.